In the land of Uz, where the earth kissed the sky, lived a man named Job. He was the kind of man whose laughter filled the air, whose kindness was a balm to the broken, whose faith was as steady as the mountains. Job, a dignified man with gentle eyes, embraces his children. Servants bustle, animals graze. The house is alive with joy. He had everything: wealth, family, respect. But above all, Job had faith. Faith that burned brighter than the desert sun. A council of angels, in the company of Satan, the accuser, sly and cold, approaches the throne. Satan, in his dodgy responses to God, said, "Does Job fear God for nothing? Strip him of his blessings, and he will curse you to your face." God calmly and resolutely responded, "Very well, test him, but do not lay a hand on his life." In Job's house in the night, a storm rages. Servants rush in, breathless, one after another. Servant 1, weeping. "The Sabaeans raided. Your oxen and donkeys are gone." Servant 2, shaking. "Fire from heaven. Your sheep and shepherds are lost." Servant 3, with a breaking voice. "The Chaldeans, your camels, your servants." Servant 4 rushes in and barely able to speak. "Your sons and daughters." A great wind. The house collapsed. Job falls to his knees, his world shattered. Job groaned in a trembling voice and streaming tears. "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord." In the ashes of his life, Job's faith did not flicker. It blazed. Job sits alone, covered in sores, scraping his skin with a broken shard. His wife approaches, her face twisted with grief. She exclaimed in anguish, "Curse God and die." Job responded softly and fiercely, "Shall we accept good from God and not trouble?" His friends came, not with comfort, but with accusations. They saw his suffering and called it punishment. But Job, battered and broken, clung to hope. In night, under the stars, Job looks up at the vast, star-filled sky. He cried out, "Though he slay me, yet will I hope in him. My Redeemer lives, and in the end he will stand upon the earth." Job's cries rose like incense. His questions thundered through the heavens. And in the silence, God answered, not with explanations, but with awe, a mighty whirlwind. God's voice, deep and resonant, fills the air. "Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Who shut up the sea behind doors? Can you bind the chains of the Pleiades?" Job bows, humbled, tears of awe streaming down his face. He whispered, "I spoke of things I did not understand. My ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you." In the ashes, Job found not answers, but God himself. And in that encounter, his soul was restored. Laughter returns. Children play. Job, older and wiser, holds a grandchild in his arms. The sun sets, painting the sky in gold and crimson. Job's story is not just of suffering, but of perseverance, of faith that endures the night and finds dawn, of a heart that, though shattered, beats with hope. For in the ashes the stars shine brightest.